Hi, I'm Scott Johnson, and I created Kritter Gitter with the mission of helping ensure road safety while preserving the dignity of animals hit on the road and the ecosystems they are part of. Kritter Gitter enables someone to safely identify an animal on the road and to notify someone in the area, including local animal control, to move it safely off the road. The reporting can then offer a Critter Cash tip or donation to the person that accepts and completes the move. Today I'm going to show you a demo of Kritter Gitter, the mobile app itself. When you first sign in, you'll see the terms and conditions as well as the onboarding pages. I'm already a user, and so when I log in, the first thing you'll see is a map of the area you're in. And you can see here that I already have some sightings or some reportings. And up on the top, you can see those that have been reported here, those that have been accepted, in terms of someone has said they will move the critter, and then those that have been moved in that color. We will put that back in so you can see all on the map. And then you can also look at the distance parameter in terms of what you would like to see as the reporter or the person that might move the critter. So the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and report a new sighting of an unfortunate critter. You can see here that the way we've defined it is a number of common animal types that are unfortunately hit on the road. In this case, we will select a possum. And then what we've done is set this up so it provides the precise location. And you can pin that to the location that you're at the time. For safety purposes, if you want to pick the spot on the map later, you can do that here by selecting it and just dropping the pin. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll say that we saw the critter right over here on Peachtree Industrial. You can see that I've dropped the pin. Then what we do is you have the option, if you like, to provide a Critter Cash tip, which can also then, the recipient can also then donate to a charity. We've built that into different charities based on the location or the city that you live in. In this case, we're going to say $25. And we do have credit card processing set up so you can process that as well, and as well as Apple Pay. You also have the option of taking an image of the critter. Now we do blur that out for obvious reasons, but we found that this could be helpful if you happen to have lost a pet and unfortunately wanted to be able to identify it. This helps with that as well. So in this case, we won't put in a picture, but you can see it's pretty easy. You select the camera or photo library, and then it will be stored there. So we'll go ahead and report this sighting. You can see here I can go ahead and fulfill my payment. If I was going to provide the tip, we'll go back and we'll just say no tip since we're not going to do that today. And now that sighting is posted. And if I go back here and look at reported, you can see here is the critter. You can see the possum right there that we have then submitted. Now, if I was another user and I logged in, I would then, based on notifications, I might get notified again based on the perimeter of the mileage that I put here. And I'm going to go ahead and select the possum, and we'll assume that I'm another user at this time, and I'm accepting that I'll move it. Now we've also added a feature that you could share it. Maybe as the person who saw the sighting and the individual who is going to go ahead and accept it, maybe I want to send this to my son or somebody else, and so I could do that as well, and it'll provide you with a text, and you can actually text that information to somebody. I'll go ahead and accept it in this case. You can see it's now been accepted. If we go back here, you can see the accepted critters, and the possum is one of those right here. There it is. Got a few of them jumbled together from other events that I've created. And then what I can do from there is, if I zoom in a little bit, we can go ahead and select that one. And now I'm going to pretend that I'm the person that's accepting the critter. And so I would go in and I would go ahead and view that, and I would accept it. Now what we've added here is a feature that you need to do that at the time or around the time, you need to be in the vicinity within about a 500-foot distance. So that's a feature we've added so that the person who actually marked it as moved has moved it. So I couldn't go in from another city or if I was a mile away and say, oh yeah, I moved it when I didn't move it. So it's a feature that we built in. So those are the components and the views that you have. You can see those that have been removed as I shared earlier. Now let's take a look at some of the settings. We've got your profile, so you can go in and see your user profile. This is also where you would, you can see here we've got PayPal email, Venmo setups here. Your billing information goes here. You can change your password, add a photo. If I go back, you can see the settings that we've set up. So we've got quite a few granular notifications. So you can determine if you want to be notified with a certain radius. You can see that here. And again, the beauty of this is it works in any community. I was recently in Charleston, and in Charleston, because of my geolocation, I have that enabled. I was able to use the app just as if I was here in Atlanta where I reside now. So you set up the notification sightings within that radius. You can also define the types of animals. I have all listed here, but maybe there's some types that you don't want to move or be involved in. And again, safety first. And then you can be alerted. There's different preferences you can see here in terms of the sightings, if they've been resolved, and any moves that you've accepted that haven't been moved yet. Then we've also set it up so you can see the stats. So in this case, these are the number of sightings and reportings in the area, the animals that I've moved, those that are still open, and you can see the flow of the critter cash in terms of tips that have been given and earned, and it gives you that breakdown. Further, what we've set up is the Critter Cause. Critter Cause is our enablement to allow you to donate the tip to the charity, a local charity typically, but we'll have a list of them here. And initially, the way this is set up, you would click and it would take you to, in this case, Lifeline Animal Project, which helps with dogs and cats primarily for shelters in the Atlanta area. And you could donate directly. We will be integrating that more deeply, so it'll be a direct donation within the app, and you won't have to go out to another app. But that, we feel like that's a great aspect of what we're enabling here, is to help the communities not only from a safety and dignity of the animals on the road, but enable a charitable event to provide some donations as well to different animal causes, including wildlife. In addition to that, we do have our safety first definition and tips here in terms of the traffic safety. Of course, never stop on a curve. Make sure you're off to the side of the road. Protect yourself, so use gloves, a bucket, things of that nature. We provide you with insight on how to move the creatures, and of course, when not to move. If it's a larger animal, it might not be something that you feel comfortable with. If it's an animal that maybe is still alive, right? That's when we provide insight on when to call for some help, and with animal control. And also what we'll be building in is from a veterinarian perspective. If the animal could use some care, that's something we can facilitate as well. Also coming soon is Kritter Gitter. So to help you out, and again, this is more from a charity perspective, the branding that we're creating here, we're going to provide a Kritter Gitter bucket, and that'll include a sort of a small shovel and some gloves for protection, and the kind of thing that you could carry in the back of your car. I typically have done that historically, where I'll have a bucket, but a lot of times I'll just grab a stick that's local. So watch for that. That's exciting to provide, again, additional safety, but also some ways to give back. And then our support and feedback environment here, where you can report any bugs, any features directly to us. Those come back to me and my team, and we iterate on the app on a regular basis, so we can provide a lot of great features. And then just the About section provides a little bit more about the community-driven nature of what what we're driving here are privacy and safety terms, and of course being able to reach out to us. Those then are the key features of Kritter Gitter, and we encourage you to download and get involved, and focus on how we can provide better safety to the roads and better dignity to critters, one critter at a time. Thank you very much.